So do I read the title and everything, or?
Yeah, the
The
title,
title
chapter
and the
title.
chapter title.
Okay.
I love how you cleared throat and then just went silent.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't go to work today, so I haven't been talking that much lately. So I got
Oh,
a
I
bunch of
see.
mucus clogged up my throat right now.
Oof, nasty.
All right. Undertale Yellow, Dreams of Peace, Chapter 11: The New Steamworks. Clover and Rena walked us inside the factory, followed by Leopa and her two friends. Clover was already thankful for how warm this place felt compared to the frigid temperatures outside. Starwolf stared at the place in awe as they walked further inside.
Whoa, this place looks way more futuristic than I expected.
Leopa smirked as she walked beside him.
Yeah, I've been here once before when my dad took me. He's working here today, so let's see if we can find him and ask where the elevator is.
Do you know where he usually works in this place?
Rena asked.
Well, my dad works with robots, so he's probably near the robotics lab right now. If memory serves, I think the lab should be up there.
Leopa answered as she pointed to the right side of the second door. Or second floor, my bad.
Alright, I guess that's a place we can start with.
Clover said as he and everyone headed towards a set of stairs. They walked past various machinery and other workers transporting materials before they walked up the staircase and stepped in onto the second floor. After making a right, they walked down the halls until they saw a sign that read Robotics Lab.
Looks like this is the place. Let's head on in.
Cobalt said as he walked towards the entrance. Before he could get any closer, though, the door suddenly opened and a robot rolled out into the hall. It had a circular head with eyes, but no mouth and two antennae attached to the sides. Its metallic body had a star in the center, which seemed to be its power core. The robot had two flexible metallic arms and two legs with wheels instead of feet. The robot spoke with a feminine voice.
Unknown presence, er, unknown persons detected. Present your new Steamworks ID cards or be apprehended.
Leopa stepped back in shock.
Oh, wait, they have robots here already?
Starwolf tried to talk to the robot.
Miss Robot, ma'am, we're just visitors. We're looking for Leopa's dad. Leopa's dad? No such name exists in my database. Visitors are forbidden, so you must be apprehended.
Rena nervously raised her hand as she stepped back.
Wait, let's talk about this.
Suddenly, the entrance to the lab opened again as a middle-aged snow leopard monster wearing a lab coat stepped out.
Vertex, what's going on?
These visitors are unauthorized. Shall I apprehend them?
The monster looked at the five of them as his eyes landed on Leopa.
Leopa, what are you doing here with your friends?
Dad, we came looking for you because we need to find the elevator that'll get us to Upper Snowden.
Before Vertex could roll forward, Leopa's dad put his paw in front of its head.
Stand down for now, Vertex.
Then he cleared his throat before he continued.
So why do you need the elevator for that? There's a back entrance outside the factory that'll get you there. Well, one of the workers accidentally sealed up that entrance instead of the wall that was damaged.
Clover responded, still peeved about it.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose I can escort you five there then.
Thanks, Dad. By the way, who's your robot there? I've never seen it before.
Well, she was meant to be a surprise, but I suppose I have no choice.
Leopa's dad smiled as he rested his paw on his robot's head.
This is Vertex, my personal pet project. I created her to be the main security bot for the new Steamworks. Why don't you introduce yourself, Vertex?
Vertex model. Oh, Vertex model 007. Ready to protect and secure. Wow, Dad, she looks amazing.
She does look really advanced.
Cobalt said as he got a closer look at her.
Whoa, how long did it take to make her?
Starwolf asked in amazement.
Well, this is her 7th iteration, but I first started building her a few weeks ago.
Whoa, you built her fast then.
Leopa said as she approached the robot.
Hi there, Vertex. I'm Leopa, your creator's daughter. Creator's daughter. So you are the one he told me about. It is nice to meet you face to face. You know, your creator also created me as well, in a way. So that makes us basically sisters.
Leopa said, smiling in excitement.
Ah, well, sorry for trying to apprehend you and your friends earlier, my sister.
By the way, Leopa, mind introducing me to your new friends? I already know Starwolf and Cobalt, but who are these two?
Oh, my name's Rena, and this is my friend, Clover.
She said, putting her paw on Clover's shoulder. Clover tipped his hat towards him.
Pleasure to meet ya. Where are my manners? My name is Leonardo, but you can just call me Leo for short. So how'd you two meet my daughter?
Ninja Turtles reference. Leopa answered for them.
Well, me and my friends met them while we were discussing our puzzles. We got them to agree to test our puzzles out, so that's why we need to reach Upper Snowdon to get to our last one.
I see. I'll take you up to the elevator then, and I might as well give you all a tour along the way. Vertex, you can accompany us if you wish.
Yes, I would like to spend time with my sister and her friends.
Leopa smiled as she pet Vertex on her metallic head.
Aw, thanks, sis.
Well, it's settled then. Follow me, everyone.
Leo said as he began walking down the hall.
Come on, guys!
Starwolf excitedly began following closely behind Leo. Clover and Rena smiled in relief as they began walking with everyone through the factory. As they continued walking through, Leo began explaining things about the new steamworks.
So as you guys know, there's this material called the blue ice that naturally forms in Snowdon. And despite what you think, this material is actually extremely hot, even hotter than the lava in Hotland. So we mine for this material and use that heat to produce energy, which also using the abundant ice in Snowdon to prevent the energy producers from overheating.
Rena looked interested as she asked him a question.
So, is there enough blue ice that mining it is so is there enough blue ice so that mining it is sustainable then?
Good question, Rena. There actually isn't enough naturally produced blue ice to give us enough energy in the long term. So that's why we figured out a way to extract the magical essence from blue ice and use it to convert normal ice to make our own blue ice, which is just as effective.
Wow, I'm impressed by how effective this place is.
Cobalt said in amazement.
Of course it is. This place was planned out and created by the greatest of minds, including my creator.
Leopa had a proud smile on her face.
Oh, believe me, I'm well aware how smart my dad is.
Starwolf looked at his slightly burned paw.
It reminds me of that one time I accidentally burned myself by touching a blue ice cube, not knowing what it was. And boy, did it hurt.
Are we getting close to the elevator, Leo?
Clover asked in boredom.
Almost there, Clover. The elevator should be right past this lab room over here. But since we're going in there anyway, there's something I'd like to show you all.
Leo said as they all entered the lab room. The lab had all sorts of chemicals and other materials stored on the shelves, with a large computer near the corner. Leo walked further into the room.
Hang on, I zoned out. Okay. Since this is one of my tasks today anyway, I figured I could use your help. It's a quick task, so it won't take long at all.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
Rena asked curiously.
You'll be creating artificial blue ice for us to use to produce energy. Follow me to the computer over there and I'll tell you the simple steps.
Child
Leo
labor is
walked.
illegal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're right.
You're under arrest, Mr.
Mm.
Science Man.
Whoops.
Leo walked over to the computer machine by the corner as everyone followed him.
All you have to do is dump a bunch of ice into this large funnel here and then pour the blue ice extract into the smaller funnel next to it. Once the mixing sequence starts, you have to play the short but tough minigame to successfully mix the extract and the ice to create the blue ice. At least I always found it tough.
I guess I'll go get the ice.
Cobalt offered.
Thanks, Cobalt. You can grab a large ice container from the freezer over there.
Leo pointed to a metal door on the opposite end of the room. Leo continued as Cobalt walked towards the freezer.
As for the blue ice extract, you can find one of those small bottles on that shelf over there.
Alright, Dad, I'll go get it.
Leopa said as she walked over to the shelf. A few seconds later, Cobalt and Leopa returned with the ice and extract. After Cobalt dumped the ice into the funnel, Leopa began opening the small bottle with one Vertex rolled next to her.
Let me pour it, sister. The extract is very hot, so you might get burned. Oh, yeah, thanks, sis.
Leopa said as she handed the bottle to Vertex. Vertex opened the bottle before she poured it into the smaller funnel. As she finished, oh my god, what the hell? Leo pressed the start button to begin the mixing process.
Alright, here comes the tricky part. Any volunteers to try out this game?
Starwolf walked next to the chair in front of the screen.
I'll learn how to read.
No, you won't. Let's be honest, you won't.
I'll give it a shot.
Good luck learning to read, dear. Good luck, Starwolf.
Rena said encouragingly.
Thanks, Rena. It'll be a piece of cake.
I don't know, bro, I have no idea why I had so much trouble saying pressed. Stallwolf had a confident smile as he started the game. He had to make the circle that represented the blue ice extract turn with the precise timing to avoid hitting the walls and get it to make contact with the sprite that represented the normal ice. He got past the first two levels relatively quickly before he made it to the third and final level. 5 minutes later.
Why did this get so hard all of a sudden?
Stallwolf yelled out in frustration as he died near the end yet again. Leo chuckled. What, bro? Okay. Leo chuckled as he shook his head.
I told you it was tricky.
Clover sighed as he walked next to Stallwolf.
It does not look that bad, guys. Let me have a go.
I mean, to be fair, when I was doing mini games, whenever I said speedrun, I got it first try, so just say that next time. Stallwolf relented as he got up from his seat.
Fine, let's see if you can do it any better.
Once Clover sat down, he proceeded to get through the last level on his first try.
See? Not bad at all.
Even Cobalt looked visibly impressed.
How did you pull that off first try?
He just said time lapse. Meanwhile, Stallwolf looked completely dumbfounded.
What? How are you this good?
Clover got up from the seat.
It's not that bad. I don't know why some people struggle really hard with it.
Leo checked the machine to confirm that the mixture process was complete.
Gotta say, Clover, I'm impressed. Looks like the mixture process is complete. So let's go to the next room and see if it worked.
They all went to the next room where they saw a bunch of blue ice dropping from a tube that was fed through the wall connecting to the lab and onto a large conveyor belt. Leo pointed ahead of them.
That conveyor belt will take that blue ice we made to the storage until it needs to be used for more energy production. So good job, everyone.
Leopa looked up and saw an elevator behind a set of stairs ahead of them.
Is that the elevator over there, Dad?
It sure is. Everyone follow me and we'll be out of here in a hot minute.
They all walked along the hallway before trudging up with flight. They all walked along the hallway before trudging up with flight of stairs and reaching the elevator leading to Upper Snowdon. There's a spelling error. Leo sighed in relief as they walked towards the elevator.
Man, I kind of sorry. Where are we right now? Because I need to go do something real quick. My family called me down for dinner, but I'll tell them I'll be right back.
All right. I just finished Leo sighed in relief when they walked towards the elevator.
Oh, okay, I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
But she was already filling a brimming glass of spiders.
We all need some spiders sometimes.
Welcome to Applebee's. Would you like the apples or the bees?
I guess I'll take the bees.
Bees it is.
I will order apples. Get him.
I haven't done a narrating role in a while.
Alright.
I should know it sometime.
Alright,
Sorry?
alright. You can start back at that line you just read.
Sounds good. Leo sighed in relief as they walked towards the elevator.
Well, here's your stop. Me and Vertex should get back to work soon, so you could stay safe out there.
Leopa smiled back at her father.
We sure will, Dad. Thanks for showing us the way. And see you soon as well, Vertex. Goodbye, Leopa. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Smiling emoji.
Everyone looked at Vertex, confused as Leo nervously laughed.
Still ironing that bug out. Anyway, you have fun. Come on, Vertex.
As Leo and Vertex began heading back, Rena pressed the elevator button.
Alright, let's finally get out of this place.
A few seconds later, the elevator door opened and the five of them stepped inside. Clover then pressed the button leading to the top floor before the elevator door closed and it began heading up. 10 seconds of awkward silence later, the elevator door opened as Leopa, Starwolf, and Cobalt walked out first. Leopa turned around to face Clover and Rena.
Place Clover.
Well, that was pretty fun, but we better go on ahead and get our final challenge ready.
We'll see you two up ahead.
Clover said as he began walking forward.
Cobalt, not Clover.
I said Clover? God.
Yeah, you said Clover.
My bad. Cobalt said as he began walking forward.
Don't keep us waiting too long.
Stawwolf spoke out as he caught up to his two friends ahead of him. After Clover and Rena stepped out of the elevator, they noticed a bright golden star next to it. As usual, Clover touched it before Flowey popped out of the snowy ground.
You finally got out of that stupid roadblock. I guess you just gotta deal with those three, and then you're finally out of this chilly place.
Clover shivered as he hugged himself.
I guess I got too used to the warmth of that factory. Hopefully that final challenge doesn't take too long.
Well, if I had to make a prediction, I'd say the final challenge in question would just be you two having a sparring fight with them. I suggest you kill them.
Wait, so they didn't offer them Clover any jackets or anything?
Guess not.
Apparently not.
Rena slowly nodded.
Yeah, you're probably right about that, Flowey. Not the killing them thing, I mean. It's been a while since we've seen you anyway, so could you save for us?
Flowey winked back at her.
Oh, why wouldn't I, silly?
Clover, LV1. Rena, LV1. Upper Snowdom. Files saved.
I'll see you two again when you leave Snowden. Good luck out there.
Flowey said as he sank back into the ground. Clover as he began leading her ahead.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, do you want me to help keep you warm?
Rena said with a teasing smile.
I'd, I'd like that, yeah.
Clover responded, his face turning a little red.
Sets him on
Rena
fire.
huddled. Oh, sorry?
Sets him on fire to keep him warm.
you know, light a campfire and a man will be warm for one night. Set him a flame and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
Rena huddled close to Clover as the two of them continued walking through the snowy forest. They noticed they were definitely on much higher ground than before, as there were less trees around in this area. Seems like they'd have to go downhill if they want to get out of Snowden, but that's where the path seems to lead anyhow. Clover could see the air as he exhaled as he shivered from how cold it was, especially up here. Being huddled by his cute fox girlfriend made it a lot more bearable, though. Clover definitely couldn't get enough of how soft Rena's fur was. He fondly remembered the times the two of them would just cuddle together on Clover's bed for what felt like hours. He could safely say he truly lucked out with how amazing Rena is. And she was the one that confessed to him in the first place. Clover wished he could huddle with her again once they finally got out of this place. He figured Rena wished the same. As they continued, Rena looked to the right and noticed something.
Hey, Clover, come here for a second.
Clover didn't object as he and Rena walked towards the edge of the cliff, which gave them an incredible view of Snowden, as well as the other parts of the underground they have yet to go to. On the left, they noticed a dark blue wet marsh area, and on the right, they saw a vast yellow desert. Ahead of the two biomes was an orange rocky area where they saw a giant metal structure looming in the distance. Just
Oh my!
beyond that, they could barely see a city, as well as a castle that looked very small due to how far away it was. Rena's mouth hung open in amazement.
Oh wow. I had no idea the underground was this vast and unique.
Clover nodded in agreement.
Wow. I had no idea the underground was this vast and unique. My cat just puked
That's
on my
my
floor.
line. You just read Arena's line.
Oh.
Clover is a copycat, apparently.
Yeah. Seems like there's so much we haven't explored yet. My cat just puked on my floor.
Sweet, that's fun.
Gotta
Clover,
clean
you
that up.
don't have a cat. Is your cat okay?
Narrator?
Sorry, what's going on?
It's your turn,
Your line.
boys.
Oh, sorry. You talking about your cat puking. Okay. Rena couldn't explain why, but something about this view made her feel calm and at peace.
Hey, Clover. Can we just stay here for a minute?
Clover sighed as he huddled closer to Rena.
I guess we can. This view is pretty nice.
Thanks, Clover.
Clover and Rena stood there on the edge of the snowy cliff for another minute, taking in the vast view of the underground before them. It truly dawned on them the scope of the world they've just discovered. Clover thought about how everyone on the surface would react to all this, both humans and monsters alike. Rena thought about how they would free the monsters from this underground prison, and if they could reintegrate with the monsters on the surface. But they both wondered how all the monsters down here could react if they told them about the humans and monsters living peacefully on the surface. They'd cross that bridge when they got there, though. Clover slowly stepped back.
Let's let, let's go, Rena.
Right. Sorry for holding us up, friend.
It's fine.
Clover said as they both held hands and began walking. The two of them turned around and walked away from the cliff's edge, leaving the amazing view of the underground behind them.
So, thoughts? No thoughts? Okay. I thought it was a decent
Pretty
chapter.
good.
Nice. Now,
Yo, I like the drawing at the end.
Yeah, this one took me like
Could
15
I
minutes.
put? I'll let you talk first.
Who's talking?
Hmm? Oh, I was gonna let you talk first, but is there any way I could put forth a story?
oh yeah,
I'm
sure.
even looking to